But first, we got to say hello to the guys from Carbellion. We have Cameron, Jamie, Steve, and Pete. Guys, welcome to the Bastard Den.
Hello. Hey.
Looking forward to Friday, and we'll get to that in just a couple of minutes here. But you guys are just fresh off playing the Porcupine Bash, 2011. Tell us a little bit, Cameron. Tell us a little bit about the bash and how the show went for you guys.
It was a real good time. It was a motorcycle ride, which we're all enthusiasts, so that was cool. We got organized a ride from Sheboygan, Wisconsin, up to Chatham, Michigan, which is about 4.5 hours. Hitting it straight, and we all rode up on bikes, a bunch of friends in that, and then the actual show itself was a really good time. They got a good layout up there, and a lot of vendors and bike builders, and it was a real good time. A lot of beer drinking too. So
always is.
That's how we roll,
Jamie, I have a question about the Milwaukee music scene. I'm wondering how do you think it compares to the Madison music scene?
It's kind of I guess. We play down mostly at the rave, and we haven't been really getting to Madison as much as we'd like, so it's kind of a hard question to field, I guess.
What is your opinion of the Milwaukee scene from what you see,
A lot of great bands, a lot of good people. We seem to fit in really well there, and Peter's actually from New Berlin, so he's down there quite a bit more than the rest of us, so I like the scene there. It works out well for us.
Pete, what are some of your favorite bands to see down in the Milwaukee area?
Did we lose Peter? Milwaukee?
Peter, that's for you. What's some of your favorite?
Down in Milwaukee, man, I always try to get out to see Enemy Star whenever I can. Kind of, you put me on the spot. I'm totally blanking. Usually, like, from Milwaukee, I always like the Black Saints. I don't know if they're still together. Enemy Star. Most of the big Milwaukee bands that I've really been into have really kind of stopped doing it the last couple of years. I always tried to follow White Knuckle Trip. Bands like that, I always really liked the Capitato, but I don't think they're going anymore.
Steve, you guys have been working on some new material lately, and wanted to ask you how that's coming along, and what do you envision being the differences that people will notice with the new material as opposed to your last album?
Well, I think the biggest difference people are going to realize is that a lot of the music's a lot more straight ahead than some of the stuff we've done. Some of the stuff's a little bit more rock, and some of it's still, we still have some arrangements that aren't, verse, chorus, verse, but at the same time, it's still a bit more straightforward.
When is
I think we're kind of going
ahead.
back to the raw sound we had on the first album, kind of taking a step back in that direction, I think.
When is the new CD? Is it a full length CD, an EP? When is it due out?
TBA. TBA on all those things. We've got more than an EP's worth, but not quite a full album, of material, when we start narrowing it down, because, we want to have about 20 songs in the can if we're going to go in the studio and kind of pick out what we want, So, that's somewhat TBA. We don't want to burn a lot of time in the studio messing around with it if we can avoid it, As far as when it's going to come out, that's one that we've been asked a lot lately, and sometime in 2012, I would think, hopefully before next summer. But we got to get down to the Pop Machine down in Indianapolis, where our label's based out of, 8500 Records, and record down there and, see what availability's like and when we can all get down there and really get it done.
That's awesome, man. Cameron, talk about the show coming up this Friday. Of course, this Chaos Revolutions Theory 2-year anniversary party. You guys, Carbellion, and Subatomic. You and Subatomic, actually, you guys have played a lot of shows, and awesome guys, really.
Yeah, absolutely. That's kind of how we got on the bill, and we're really good friends with those guys. They're a great band. We think we complement each other well from two different aspects of, heavy rock, groove rock, stoner rock, whatever flavor rock you want to call it. Chaos Revolution Theory we're not really that familiar with, but look, pretty stoked from what I've seen online and that, we want to check it out. We hear it gets pretty rowdy, Mr. Roberts, which is a good thing for us. We're kind of a rowdy band, I don't know. We always have a really good time with Subatomic, so I just can't see it not being. I'll probably pull some odd covers out of we're an original band, but might pull a couple odd covers out of the sack of goodies and stuff like that. I mean, it's always a big party when we play with those guys, so I can't see this being any different. And we haven't been to Madison in a while.
Yeah,
and it always feels good to go there. We just need to get there more often.
Yeah, I've been waiting for you guys to come to Madison, and we're definitely going to be at the show on Friday. That's going to be a good time. If you get a chance, tune in tonight at 7 o'clock. You get a taste of Chaos Revolution Theory. They're actually doing a live acoustic set here in the Bastard Ton.
Right on.
Yeah,
that's
man.
Awesome.
So other than Friday's show here in Madison and Mr. Roberts, what else is on the calendar for Carbellion?
Well, we got a Green Bay gig coming up middle of October, and then we got our big annual Halloween party in Sheboygan, which is kind of basically where the band's based out of. And that one's always off the chain, lots of prizes, big crowd, lots of costume contests, and it's always kind of an event. It's like one of our yearly hometown events, so definitely looking forward to that gig. Going into the end of the year, we did discuss doing some touring. We kind of like to snowbird it and go south, during the winter, but I don't know if we'll do that till after the first of the year. We got some things in January down south. I think we might be out in Texas then, but in the immediate, I think we're just going to kind of lay low and focus on the Halloween stuff and these couple really killer gigs like this one coming up Friday, and also the gig in Green Bay.
That's awesome, guys. Appreciate you coming on the show today. Really, really excited to see you guys play live. Finally, we play Carbellion quite a bit on Max Inc. Radio, and it's going to be nice to meet you. That's for sure. If we wanted to get a hold of some Carbellion, get you on the web, get some music. How do we do that?
Your best bet's to hit us online. We're on Facebook and we're on MySpace, and you can get our records, really, one of them, and the split EP we did with Outshine from Sweden on 8500records.com, on cdbaby.com, Amazon.com, iTunes. I mean, we're kind of all over. Any Touch Tunes or eCast digital jukebox in any bar or restaurant, we're on those across North America. If you search for the name Carbellion. We're kind of everywhere online, and we should be pretty much the only Carbellion that you find out there in the internet world.
Yeah, man, don't get sued for having somebody else's name like somebody else did. That would suck. Hey guys, thanks again, Cameron, Jamie, Steve, Peter. Thank you so much. Nice to meet you again, and we'll see you on Friday.
Right on, rock and roll.
Rock and roll.
Cool. Thanks for having us.
You're
Thanks,
welcome,
guys.
man. Thank you. It's Carbellion in the Bastard on Max Inc. Radio.